the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, well, good evening, race fans. Welcome back to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the American Dirt Series Short Track Nationals. 5 nights of racing from different short tracks around the country. Drivers are ready to go into their qualifying sessions. As drivers start to enter the racing surface, we will watch as many of them as we can. You can see what their times and how they stack up against the rest of their fellow competitors. About 30 drivers have checked in here tonight for this one. Right now, Braden Burnett, who we are watching, just rolled out onto the track. Here at I-55 tonight, tomorrow night at Fairbury. And Tuesday night over at Kokomo. Wednesday night they're going to be at Lima Land, and they're going to wrap things up at Cedar Lake on Thursday evening. All 5 shows live right here, 9:30 Eastern every single night. Burnett quickest currently 13.27 seconds, 13:40 for Slauson. Cody Slauson jumping up there. Jesse Atkinson right in there. Let's go see how Kobe Cooper's faring here. We just watched Colby over at Midwest. Same track. They did it at night. We'll see. I see Cody Kelly in there 9th quick right now. There, Ryan Arbogast, 13.25 seconds. Cooper timed in 6th, 13:39. Ryan Arbogast, quick time currently 2 1,000ths, or 2 100ths, excuse me, 2 100ths of a second. Cooper did not improve. Let's go check out Steve Lindau. 14 car, looks like that car a little wide on entry, cut it down maybe a little too soon. Didn't let it stay wound up out there. Trey Mills on track right now. The 14 car, looks like SpongeBob getting a ride this evening. Lindau. This is Trey Mills, excuse me. Trey Mills, 14th quick right there. Cody Kelly out on the track. We'll see where old Fuzzy Wuzzy can time himself in. Currently 16th. Arbogast still quick. Tyler Berry moved up. He tied, but the thousandths of a second are what separate first and second. And Burnett still in third, Atkinson and Anderson. Tyler Johnson, one of the last couple of cars to get out here. The 7 machine. Timed in about 20th on his first lap. Doesn't look to improve that very much in lap number 2. And he will not. Still no Garrett Boyd, no Brendan White. As 30 drivers, and the session's going to end, so we're going to get ready to head for heat races, and we will show you the starting lineups for the heat races, one at a time here. It'll be Jackson Heiss, the 388 car on the pole for heat 1. Next to him, Bubba Rolling in the 25. Then Tucker Anderson inside of row number 2. He drives the 28. Ryan Arbogast with the invert. Puts himself up here into row 2 on the outside for heat 1. Alex Bonsinger, the 22 car inside of row number 3 next to Jacob Schmutz. He drives the 1J. And then 17 of Buddy Ware inside the last row next to Garrett Boyd. In the 21 Boyd, no qualifying time. Don't know why that car didn't roll out for qualifying. Probably had some kind of issue. So he's got an uphill climb, to say the very least. The Heiss, the 388, will have the pole 10 laps for each heat race. Say hi in the chat. I don't care if you're watching on YouTube, Trovo, Twitch, or on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go by, like, share, and follow the Dirt Racing Network. If you're over on YouTube, Trovo, or Twitch, hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time we go live. A lot of racing action this week. 7 races in 5 nights, and the green flag is out over heat number 1. Into 1 and 2. Got Anderson peeking down on the bottom, trying to get the lead in the first lap. Heiss goes to the top side. A little bit of momentum. He'll lead lap number 1. Now gets the car out of shape. Going to probably lose 2 spots here as Anderson goes to the point. Arbogast trying to work down the inside. A lot of contact beside Rolling. Really got sideways back there. Almost got turned around. These guys really racing in tight quarters right here, especially on the entry to the corners. They're keeping them literally door to door. And there's contact door to door as Arbogast works by, and now Heiss goes in and just puts the right front back in the door. Might have been a little payback there. Schmutz, the beneficiary. We saw that live. Yeah, we saw that when it happened live, so not much left to really say about that. Arbogast and Heiss got together down in 3 and 4 and then got together again in 1 and 2. With the checkup, Schmutz had gotten around everybody, but because that lap had not completed, he will move all the way back to the 5th spot. It'll be Anderson, Arbogast, Rolling. Hangs on to 3rd after that melee. Boyd in 4th, Schmutz 5th, Ware, Bonsinger, and Heiss join in the back of the field as he was the car that triggered that caution. Hello, Rob Greer. So they'll double them up still. About 6 laps remaining in this first heat. Anderson on the throttle, green flag back in the air. Arbogast slides right in behind. Boyd went to the top side. He's going to come out with 3rd. He got around Rolling in that exchange. Rolling blinking just a little bit, but sitting in 4th. Now Schmutz trying to go through the middle. Working down the backstretch, not finding much room there. Here comes Buddy Ware. Ware goes way to the top shelf. Put that right rear up against the fence. He pulls alongside. Schmutz now stuck in the middle. Ware's got the momentum off the top side. Coming around to 3 to go. Going to be a battle for the lead as Boyd worked to the inside of Arbogast. Almost got to the inside on Anderson down in 3 and 4. Locked in on the inside fence with that left front, and he's losing some spots. Falling back to 3rd. Inside 2 to go. Car goes tight, goes up to the fence. He's going to have to try to hang on for third as it's a battle behind him side by side. Ware on the top, rolling on the bottom. All this behind the leaders who have taken the white flag coming out of 2 down the backstretch. Still Tucker, Anderson, but Arbogast has his nose on the outside. It's not going to be enough. Anderson will win Heat 1, then Arbogast and Boyd 2 and 3. Rolling hangs on just in front of Buddy Ware for 4th. Heiss in 6th, Schmutz and Bonsinger in that final spot. So, Heat 1's in the books. We will get ready to look at Heat number 2. It's going to be the 86 of Mason Leon on pole. Trey Mills in the 14 next to him. Andrew Schulte, the 29 car, starting inside of row number 2. Actually, it looks like that says 37 on it. And Tyler Berry will start the 500 car on his outside. Then Chevy Coleman, the 4 car, inside of row number 3, next to Steve Lindow. That's the 14. And lining up on the back. Well, Alan Bergen didn't make it out, so Brennan White going to be the only car that rolls out from that group in the last row. So they'll move around a little bit here. We'll get everybody kind of where they're supposed to be without Brendan White. 7 cars instead of 8. Yeah, there's plenty of action. It has been all night. This track's been pretty racy. The session before this for Midwest Dirt Racing was pretty racy as well. So hopefully we'll see quite a bit of action and not too much physical action in it. Heat 2. Green flag underway. Mason Leon, he picked up the win in that first session this evening. And he looks like he is picking up right where he left off. Straight to the point. Trying to drive away. 37 car of Schulte in a tight battle. A little bit of contact here and there. The 14 car of Trey Mills. And Mills, yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just looked like that car just went. We're going to back this up because I want to see what happened to that car. Oh, I see what happened. He hit that bump right there. Yeah, you can see that car wiggling. It just shoots him straight to the right. So Mills be the first casualty of our evening. It's Mason Leon, Andrew Schulte, Tyler Berry, Chevy Coleman, Steve Lindow, and Alan Bergen. Pace struck in already. Back to green we go.
Green, green, green.
Green flag. As Leon locks it down on the bottom, he'll have the lead for now. Tyler Berry in the 500. Started in behind Leon on the restart, and he grabs second away from Schulte. Now side by side for the lead. Berry looks like he'll surge ahead by half a car going into the corner. Gets it rotated. New leader. 6 laps to go. Tyler Berry out in front of Mason Leon. Schulte still third, but he's got company. Lindau's there into the 14 car. Trying to put his nose on the inside. Chevy Coleman. They're in the 4 car. Sitting in 5th, and Bergen a little ways back, and it looks like he's struggling with the 2 car. That car all over the place getting through the corners. But almost 7/10 of a second in front, the 500 of Tyler Berry. And he'll see 3 to go this time around. Mason Leon still hanging on to second. Schulte and Lindow giving chase, but things starting to get spread out. Not going to be a lot of action, it don't look like, in this one. Berry, 2 to go, the signal. He'll get down into 1 and 2, right in the middle of the track. White flag for your leader. Heat 2 coming to a close. So Barry grabs the lead with about 5 to go. He hangs on and picks up the Heat 2 win. Mason Leon Chevy Coleman gets himself into that 3rd spot right in front of Steve Lindow. And then Schulte in 5th and Bergen in 6th. All right, Heat 3. Good on the front stretch. It'll be a Logan Johnson on pole in the 92 car next to Stephen Gaines in the 7. And then the 9 car of Kobe Cooper will start next to Braden Burnett in the 18 on the 2nd row. Josh Whiteman, the 24, on the inside of row number 3 next to Edward Isaacs. And Nathan Voss in the 562. So 7 cars once again. What is going on here? The car is starting to roll away. Yeah, there is a nasty bump that develops up there at the top of turn number 1. That's what got Mills in the last heat. He got in there and just unloads the car, and she'll shoot straight to the right. If you're that close to the fence when the car gets that tight, there's nowhere to go but into that wall. All right, lights are off on the pace truck. Green this time for heat number 3. Logan Johnson going to get us started right here out of turn number 4. Pace truck's out of the way. Green flag in the air. And a great start for Burnett. The outside of row 2 got a great run through there. He is going to move side by side with Cooper for 2nd. Right behind Johnson. Cooper trying to slide in there. Wanted to make it 3 wide. Almost got it down in there. Ooh, little contact right rear. They get able to keep them straight. Gaines going to try to take advantage of the momentum lost by Cooper and Burnett. He is going to get the inside line on Cooper. Cooper trying to hold him off. Burnett running up on the top side. He'll make it a 3-wide party pretty quick. As Cooper now clears Burnett. Or Gaines, excuse me. Now Burnett to the outside of Gaines for 3rd. Looks like the top side really starting to come in. Burnett able to work that top side. He has now gotten around Gaines, and he is working right up next to Cooper. Top 4 in a tight little group here. Then Whiteman in the 24, just a little bit off these guys in 5th. Voss and Isaacs 6th and 7th right now, halfway. 5 down, 5 to go. Still Johnson out in front, but Cooper closing. Right in his tire tracks. And I know one thing about racing for sure. If you're following the guy right in his tire tracks, you can't pass him. So Cooper going to have to search around. And while he's searching, here comes Burnett. And Burnett just riding the rim. Now moves himself into 2nd. He may have a shot at the lead before this is over. He's going to pull alongside for the lead and shoot right by Logan Johnson. So a little bit of trouble mid-race. He's recovered, and he's got the lead. Now it's a side-by-side battle, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And now Johnson kind of asserts himself, but Gaines deep in there right front, right into the door on Johnson's car. As we're under the white flag, and Burnett is gone. Cooper in 2nd. It's Gaines, Johnson, and Whiteman for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Burnett wins it. Cooper. Then Gaines, then Johnson, Burnett, Whiteman, Voss, and Isaac. So a little bit of action in the middle, a little bit of action at the end. Pretty decent heat race for heat number 3. We'll line them up for the final heat race of the evening. It's going to be the 13. Oh, Fuzzy Wuzzy. Cody Kelly start on the pole next to Daniel Elkins. In the 111, Cody Slauson The 8 car on the inside of row number 2, next to Jesse Atkinson. Atkinson in the 127. Then Tyler Johnson, the 7 on the inside of the back row, next to Tim Christensen in the 47. And look, Bernier in the 99. And I think Christensen. No, Bernier, the 74. He shows as the 99, but he's a 74. He moved to make sure that he was going to be on the outside of that back row. So we'll see what happens there with the 74 car making that choice. But our final heat race for the evening about to roll off. And get the green flag out of turn number 4, Cody Kelly. Talk to him in the first show of the evening. He come home second over at Midwest.
Green flag.
Green flag falls. Kelly was getting great starts in the feature over there all night. Now really trying to get that car to go forward quicker. So he's starting to get reeled in already by Atkinson and Slauson. That time Atkinson, big problems in 2, gets into the wall. That opens things up for Slauson to slide into second. Off the top side now, Elkins has gotten himself up to third. He's down on the inside, but he's got company. Atkinson recovered, and he's using the momentum of the top shelf to get around. Got checked up there. Slauson got a little out of shape in the 8. Now Slauson banks it off the fence in 1 and 2 one more time. That was a great run out of 2. He closed right up on the leader. Cody Kelly. I don't know why that keeps closing. Coming around, they'll have 5 to go this time, so halfway, and Kelly's led all the laps. Here's the battle. Slauson, Atkinson, Elkins. Elkins in the 87. Trying to work his way around on the bottom. 4 to go this time out of turn number 4. Slauson still trying to hang on to second. He is just getting pushed around by Atkinson in the 127 on the exit of every corner. Kelly still leading. Slauson, Atkinson, now Bernier to the top. The 74 started 7th. Ooh, had to check it down there. Got 3 wide for a second. He almost got into Atkinson. Atkinson found the wall. Up in 1 and 2. We're white flag this time. We're going to go back to the front because Slauson is there. Can Kelly hang on and come out of 4 and pick up the win? He does. Slauson second, Elkins third, Christensen, Atkinson, Bernier, and Johnson. So heat racing action coming to a close. We're going to get ready to move on to the LCQ. Johnson and Christensen in the front row. Ware and Schulte in row 2. Whitman and Atkinson, your third row. Then Heiss and Bergen in row 4. Voss and Bernier in row 5. Row 6. Looks like it will be Schmutz and Mills. Then Isaac and Johnson in row number 7. And the final row, Bonsigner and White. So 16 cars. And I don't think Brendan White is going to make the call here. All right, lights off on the pace truck. This is very short. Green flag in the air.
Green flag.
10 lap shootout right here.
All right, man.
Caution already at the back of this thing. We're going to go back here. We're going to watch the 14 car of Trey Mills and Tyler Johnson right there. Oh, yeah. Yep. Mills checked up just a little bit. They both get sideways. Everybody's going to be okay. They're going to be able to continue, but just a little bumpy bump. Let the cars roll around for just a second. Okay, so C main and 10 cars are going to transfer out of this. I had to go and adjust. Had to make a small adjustment right there. I have to figure out also how many cars we're going to transfer. Right now, everybody waiting for our pace vehicle.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
You hear a race control. As the pace truck had not caught up to the field, so they're going to extend this caution. Now they'll turn the lights off. So 10 of these cars going to transfer. 16 started. That means 6 drivers going to be finished here. One of those already, Brennan White, he's already done for the evening. So 5 cars out of the remaining 15 as the pace truck heads in. Green flag back in the air. Johnson with another good start, and he'll grab the lead there side by side behind that. Christensen up on the top. That's Ware that was down on the bottom right there, and Ware grabs a spot over Christensen.
All right, man. Caution is
Caution
out.
once again. See the 50 car here. This is Bonsignor down in the corner. Oh, a lot of cars were around. Mills was in there again. Just looked like a little bit of contact. Once again, just light contact. And these cars get very upset. And when they turn, they can create a roadblock real quick. So these guys having a hard time getting this C main started. 10 of them are going to transfer to the back of the B. So they'll turn the lights off on the pace truck. They'll get everybody lined up here. 2 by 2 again. It'll be 6 laps to go. Make it 7, the official count. All right, pace truck in, green flag back in the air. Christensen working the car down on the inside. He's in third, moves alongside Ware. Now he'll grab the second spot back away. Ware not giving up on that, but he's got company. Schulte is there, 37. Schulte right through the middle, able to make ground. Gets in front of Ware. Now making a move on Christensen for second. 2 by 2 behind Ware. That's for 5th and 6th. That's going to be Whiteman and Atkinson going at it. They're going to go 3 wide. Almost had Ware caught in the middle. As I think the 14 of Trey Mills once again. And that 14 car taking a beating tonight. Got his nose in there. He got in there. got the front end kind of chopped a little bit off when he tried to stick it in between those two cars. That was on Tyler Johnson. He ended up being the innocent victim in that whole deal. So it is Logan Johnson, Schulte, Christensen, Ware, and Whiteman, the top five. Then Atkinson, Heiss, Schmutz in a transfer spot, Voss in a transfer spot, and Isaacs was in a transfer spot. As we're going to get down, it's going to be a two-lap shootout. They'll go single file for this restart. Restart with 3 to go.
Green flag.
Logan Johnson again, good restart. They're side by side for second. Christensen and Schulte will grab it going into 3 and 4. Ware still fourth, and Whiteman sits in the fifth spot. Good action behind that. Jesse Atkinson around the top, going to try to run these guys down. Would like to start a little closer to the front. That B main, gets into the back of Whiteman. Whiteman gets hit hard by Bernier, and Bernier's car destroyed, so he will take that off the track. So having a little trouble getting through the C main. You got to expect that. Guy's about to get eliminated. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I see people from every single streaming service in the chat. Thanks for being active in the chat, guys. All week long, lots of racing. Was a doubleheader tonight. Be a doubleheader tomorrow night, 8 Eastern. Dirt Slingers. Monday Night Thunder presented by Racer Supply. And immediately following that, we're right back to the American Dirt Series Short Track Nationals. They'll be over at Fairbury Tuesday night. That'll be 9:30 Eastern, just like Wednesday and Thursday as we round out this series.
Green.
So lots of racing for you this week, but C-Main still on the track right now. 2 laps to go. Logan Johnson in front of Andrew Schulte, then Christensen third. Ware, Heiss, Schmutz, Voss, Isaac, Mills, and Bergen. The 10 cars in the transfer spots currently as we're under the white flag. That's your 10th place car, the 2 machine of Alan Bergen. C-Main's in the books. We'll move Johnson, Schulte, Christensen, Ware, Heiss, Schmutz, Voss, Isaac, Mills, and Bergen into the back of this B-Main. We'll send the other 6 drivers to the house. And we will get ready to start that B-Main right away. It'll be Garrett Boyd and Chevy Coleman on the front row. Then Stephen Gaines, Daniel Elkins in row 2. Bubba Rowley and Stephen Lindau in the third row. Logan Johnson, Andrew Schulte transferred in from that C-Main. They'll start row 4. Christensen and Ware in row 5. Heiss and Schmutz in row 6. Voss and Isaacs will make up row 7. And your 8th and final row will be Mills and Bergen. Just waiting for the signal to roll them off. Couple of quick pace laps. 12 laps for the B-Main. I think 12 of these cars transfer out of here. So Boyd and Coleman. Gonna get us started right here. Out of 4. Boyd on the throttle. He and Coleman had a little bump there in 1 and 2. Coleman's going to fall all the way back, and Coleman's going to be in a 3 wide ballast briefly. Yeah, that just did not work out. I think Tim Christensen maybe got around there. Let's go back and have a look. 47 car. Right in the middle of the screen. Tried to go under Logan. He checked up to go underneath him, and he got turned from behind by Heiss. As he slowed just a little bit. I don't think Heiss anticipated what he was going to do. So the B main. And Christensen headed in the infield.
Right,
must
man.
be heavy damage.
We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
On that 47 car, and that may put him in a position where he cannot. Whatever it is, it must have just been something hanging off the car because they yanked it off the car real quick, and he is back. It looks to me like he lost a lap, though, somehow, and I'm not sure how he lost a lap.
Like it back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
But there are 5 cars make it that show a lap down now, and we didn't get a lap in, so that can't really be possible. All right, looks like we are going green this time. Same front row. Green flag back in the air. 6 laps remaining. Boyd Gaines, then Coleman, Elkins, and car around again. Trey Mills once again, that 14 car. No, everybody in front checked up. Mills ends up getting pushed into the barrier right there. So that 14 car seems to be involved in a lot of stuff. He's just been in the wrong place, the wrong time, many times. As somehow our leader has blinked out. So that's going to check things and change things for the field. There he is, blinking back in, still out in front. He took the 21 car in. He's going to come back out, but it looks like he's going to be way back in the lap down. Green flag back in the air. Gaines will have the lead. Looks like everybody back on the lead lap now. Coleman second. Johnson, Elkins, Lindo. That's your top 5. Down to 8 to go. I thought we were at 7 before the caution. Must have been somebody off of sequence somehow, and iRacing was picking that up weird. I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but Stephen Gaines has the lead. Chevy Coleman, Logan Johnson, Daniel Elkin, Jacob Smuts up to 5th, Lindau to 6th, Schultz to 7th, Ware 8th, Isaacs is 9th, and Voss, that gray and white car there, battling for 10th with Edward Isaacs, excuse me. So Gaines coming around, 5 to go signal. Boyd working the outside on Christensen right now, and he's going to go right up to the fence, get the bite, and he'll drive by. Put him 12. He's working on Heiss next. That's a 388. And Heiss is finding some pretty good momentum through the middle. Now runs into a roadblock. Little contact. That's going to slow both cars down. Here comes Boyd. 3 wide into 1. He's going to use the momentum on the top side and move Garrett Boyd inside your top 10 again. Gains way out in front. Almost 3 seconds over Coleman. Coleman's got a log jam behind him. Johnson, Elkins, Schmutz, and Schulte are all right there. Oh, the contact. Here comes your caution.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Logan Johnson. We just kind of had the camera right in that position where we could kind of see this. But he got hooked on the front bumper there. He might have got, no, he didn't get hooked off of his bumper. Could have been Elkins' bumper, and I think it was Elkins. That guy, yeah, it was Elkins that got him hooked, so. We'll get back around here. It's going to be Gaines, Coleman, Schmutz, Schulte, Lindo, Isaacs, Boyd, Heiss, Voss, and Ware, as we will have the 2-lap shootout to finish up the B main. Shouldn't have done that. All right, ready to go back to green. Gaines, Coleman, Schmutz, Schulte, Lindau. Pace truck is in. Gaines on the throttle. 2 laps to go. Schmutz and Coleman. These two race each other on a weekly basis in the modifieds. Oh, big contact. Lindau got in there.
All right, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
And Lindau got Schulte. Oh, that was a wrong crash tab. Sorry, guys. I hit the wrong one right there. Yeah, we'll go back and there it is. Schulte, he just got turned. I think he got in there and lost a little bit of his momentum. And he ends up getting turned around right there. So we'll do the 2-lap green-white checker shootout one more time.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
No green yet. Lindo is there. He is on the tail end, so must be just because some cars were out of order somehow. Race control giving them a chance to get them back in the right order. Want this thing to finish in the right order. 14 cars still on the track. I believe 12 of them transferring to tonight's A main. Gaines back on the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Come around this time. They're going to catch the white flag. Gaines gets to it. Now Schmutz second, Coleman third. Here comes Boyd around the top. He's fourth currently. Goes into 3 and 4 on the outside of Coleman. Gaines wins the B main. Schmutz transfers. Boyd transfers. Coleman, Isaac, Heiss, Voss, Ware, Christensen, Mills in the 14, and I believe Johnson and Schultz are also going to transfer. They have a 5-minute warm-up. I don't know how much they're going to use. We're going to see if any cars get ready to roll out. And they are going to allow them just a moment or two. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump out of here, take a quick break, pay a bill. When we come back, we're going to have a 40-lap feature. All right, back to it. The driver's just taking a few minutes to make final adjustments before they come out for the feature, get a feel for the track. I know my voice has been popping and cracking all night long, but I nearly lost it last night. So I apologize to everybody for that. We were at the racetrack, and our driver took the lead late in the sprint car race and held on for the win. And everybody got a little excited, and I may have been a little over-exuberant. So my voice is suffering for that today. Got some guys trying to figure out how the top is going to work here. Before they cut these guys loose for this feature, some guys needed to make some adjustments. They wanted to know how they were going to feel, and I think some guys were trying to figure out where the line's going to be as well. This track is just about 100% gone. Hey, Mr. Nichols, how you guys doing up there in Iowa? Everything good to go? Yeah, I saw the picture with the trailer set. Got your usual spot, it looked like. I bet it is. I expect you to take better care of yourself this year than you did last year, sir. I'll send you some pictures from last night. I don't know if you watched the live stream or not, but we had a good night last night. It was a lot of fun. I know we'll be talking at least once or twice this week. You can keep me updated on how things are going up there. Practice session winding down. 40-lap feature on tap. Night one of the American Dirt Series Short Track Nationals. Forget about both shows tomorrow night, 8 Eastern and 9:30 Eastern. That'll be round number 2 at 9:30 for this. They'll be at Fairbury. Then Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night, all at 9:30. They'll go from Fairbury to Kokomo, from Kokomo to Lima Land. And they will wrap things up at Cedar Lake at the end of the week. So 7 shows, 5 nights this week. A lot of action right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Zach Krieger, Dominic Santino, and myself going to be busy this week. But it is feature time. Drivers starting to grid out. It'll be Mason Leon, Ryan Arbogast in our front row for the 40-lap A-Main to kick things off. Cody Kelly and Braden Burnett in row number 2. Then Tyler Berry and Tucker Anderson in your third row. Cody Slauson, Colby Cooper in outside and in. So it's Cooper and Slauson in row number 4. Then Gaines and Schmutz in row 5. Boyd and Coleman from the B-Main coming in row number 6. Isaacs and Heiss, your 7th row. Voss and Ware in row number 8. Row 9, Tim Christensen and Trey Mills. And then Logan Johnson and Andrew Schulte. Squeaking in and filling in the last row. So the drivers pacing themselves around, getting ready. Lynch looking, trying to find moisture anywhere on this track, and they are not going to find much. The lights go off on the pace track. 40 laps. Leon and Arbogast up on the front row. Green flag is out. We are racing. Dike number 1. Short track nationals. A lot of contact. A lot of cars fell into this one. That happened really quick. I want to say Voss right here, that gray and white number 2 car, may have been one of the guys that got things. Oh, no, he just ends up in it. Schmutz was in it. Barry was in there. Slauson was in it. A bunch of those guys. They just got door-to-door contact right at the start, down in 1 and 2, when things are really tight. See Jacob Schmutz rolling back on the track. He'll be way back to the back. Be surprised if he's lost a lap. May show him losing a lap, but they may sort that all out when we get across scoring and timing when we go back to green. Schulte, Slauson, Schmutz, Isaac, Barry are all back here. They were all in that.
Like to back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
As they'll extend the caution to let everybody get caught up, get them in the right restarting spot. Still Leon and Arbogast, Kelly and Burnett, Cooper and Anderson in the front 3 rows. And then Gaines and Boyd are in row number 4. Coleman and Wise in row 5 as the pace truck heads in. Green flag back in the air.
Green flag.
Tight quarters racing. Kelly and Arbogast with contact. Kelly goes around.
Caution is out.
We'll see it on the restart right here. Just got in the corner, tight, close quarters racing. He got a little tap. He'll go around. So having a little bit of trouble getting
All right,
this
man.
one going.
Like you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Very slick track. Drivers just trying to be cautious, get through the first couple of sets of corners here, and I think both of the cautions for the first two were really just bumps from behind that really kind of started chain reactions. Nothing
All right, man.
heinous.
Like you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
And hopefully night one not going to set the tone for the rest of the week, but short track racing, you got to expect a little physical contact here and there. These guys will get it figured out. They'll settle in. We'll probably go from one flag to the other now. Now that we've gotten all the first race jitters out of the way. Still got the 21 car blinking like Christmas tree lights out there. He's on the inside of that fourth row. He's back now, but he was gone most of the backstretch there. So Leon getting a good start. Arbogast not so much. More contact down the corner, car sideways. Arbogast goes around.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Ryan Arbogast, black and white number 2, got in a little sideways, couple of taps. He tried to keep it straight. He did not get hit by anyone else, which is a really, really lucky break for him, because that could have ended up way worse. So everybody's scrambling to get back in order. It looks like they are going to make them go single file, see if we can get a start in here. I'm sure race control is giving the guys an earful. I don't have that turned on currently. But the pace truck is headed in, single file on the restart. Leon with a great start again. As soon as that pace truck was out of his way, he went for it. He's got the lead. Side by side, Anderson and Burnett for second. Cooper into fourth, and then Gaines up there in fifth. Boyd in sixth when he's here, but he's only here for about half a lap each lap. Everybody now on top of Leon. Burnett goes around out of 2 on the top side, using the momentum. Burnett's got the lead. Tucker Anderson up to second. Mason Leon falls all the way to third. Now Kobe Cooper, top shelf, looking around, seeing what he can find for momentum. Gaines will go right up there. Gaines has no fear of being on the top side, I can assure you. Cuts it down, looking to see if there's going to be a mistake out of the 9 car. Maybe bump the fence like that right there. Now Gaines gets up there, gets into the left rear. Boyd is right alongside. It's still Burnett. He's got company. Burnett and Anderson going at it here. Burnett off the top side has all the momentum right now. Banks the right rear corner off the fence. Didn't slow him down a bit. Anderson still right there. Cooper's now up to third. Gaines is tucked in behind him. Leon behind that, and Boyd somewhere to be found eventually. We'll go back to the front. Working lap number 12, about to be in lap traffic. Lap car right there in front. That's Isaacs. Edward Isaacs, the 23 car, on the same straightaway with your leaders now. Looks like the top two have kind of settled this out. It's no longer a side-by-side battle. They're separated by about 5 car lengths. Around the top side lap car. Through the middle, and he is staying pretty close to the bottom, giving these guys plenty of room. Cooper still third. Gaines is fourth. Boyd is fifth, and Boyd's tucked right in there. Mason Leon back to sixth. Heiss in seventh, and that's a pretty good battle right there. He and Mills. Mills has had nothing but problems all night long, and he's going to make a pass and take over the 7th spot. Ware runs 9th. Barry in 10th. Barry had problems on the very first lap of the race. Dropped all the way back to 20th. He's now worked himself into the top 10. Chevy Coleman, Andrew Schultz, Cody Slauson, Logan Johnson, Tim Christensen. Christensen in 15th. Arbogast and Schmutz going at it side by side for 16th and 17th. Then Cody Kelly, Nathan Voss, and Edward Isaac, who's a lap down. Burnett stretching away a 1.5 seconds now over Anderson. Anderson's got a pretty good gap over Gaines in 3rd, and a caution. I think Buddy Ware. They have put the 17 on the hook here. Ooh, Mills, yeah. Mills got in the fence, pulled the car down, made contact, and then Ware has all kinds of problems. And they're taking Edward Isaac's car to the pits. Quick look at that. He'll be right back on the track. So getting close to halfway, about 2 laps shy of halfway.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Still Burnett, Anderson, Cooper, Gaines, Boyd, Leon, Barry, Heiss, Slauson, and Coleman are the top 10 right now. All right, lights off on the pace track. He's going to the infield. Restart with 20:01 to go.
Green, green, green.
Anderson tried the bottom. Didn't make up 2 inches that lap. Right where he started, but Anderson and Burnett both starting to get away from 3rd and 4th already. Here comes Gaines. Gaines is up here challenging for 3rd with Cooper. Ware tucked right in behind, or I'm sorry, that's Boyd tucked right in behind in the 5th spot. And Tyler Berry, the 500 car. Started about 6th, had problems on lap 1, went all the way to the back. Right after the halfway point, he's right back to 6th place. So Berry making tracks coming forward. Heiss is 7th. Slauson, Leon, Schulte 8th. Jacob Schmutz is battling for that 10th spot with Schulte right there side by side. As Leon found some fence, he's going to fall back. So put Leon back to 12th after his problems. As Arbogast gets around, so does Coleman. Go back to the front. Burnett starting to get away from Anderson. Cooper starting to reel in Anderson. Gaines is falling back. Barry got around Boyd, so Barry up to 5th. 500 car coming forward now on the inside for the 4th spot. Barry working on Gaines. Slider line didn't work, and that'll put him back to battling with Boyd again for that 5th spot. Boyd with some momentum off the top side. Finally figuring out where the 21 wants to be. Oh, Cooper. That's That is Colby Cooper in this one. Went battling for second. I think he's going to go in. Ooh, and it looks like maybe Anderson got the car out of shape and just kind of collected Cooper. So Anderson got bumped into the fence, and when the car came free, Cooper was trying to make the pass on the inside, and he just collected him. Getting down to it. 13 laps to go. Looks like we've turned the lights off on that pace truck. We're going to be restarting right here. Burnett back on it.
Green, green, green.
Anderson still second. Cooper, Gaines, and Boyd. Boyd trying to come off the top side. Barry right there. One little mistake out of the 21 car. Here comes Gaines looking on the inside of Cooper. Cooper's car maybe damages once again. Anderson finds fence, pulls Cooper back with him, and Gaines goes to second. Now big right down in 1 and 2. That was a big one. Now this isn't the crash. That was the first crash. Yeah, that replay's from the first crash. Let's go to the second one. Anderson got the fence. Cooper got checked up. Then these two just stay together and get hooked up again. And Boyd gets a piece of this one as well. Looks like Buddy Ware got a little piece of it, and then some extracurriculars there. So we're going to be down to about 11 to go, maybe 10 to go.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Burnett, Gaines, Boyd, Barry, then Heiss is up there in fifth, Slauson, Schmutz, Schulte, Coleman, and Arbogast. Cody Kelly right outside the top 10. Mason Leon, 12th. Christensen, Johnson, Mills, Voss, Ware, Cooper, and Anderson. It's Cooper and Anderson all the way to the back. So lights off on the pace truck. He'll go into the infield. 10 laps to go.
Green, green, green.
Gaines got the car out of shape. That's going to open the door. Boyd's going to give away one spot. Maybe two, but here comes Tyler Barry. For about the first 4 starts and restarts of this race, he was in 20th place, and now up here inside the top 3. But Boyd had a run, got the right rear given to him coming out of 4. It didn't slow him down one bit. He's going to take 3rd place back away. And now Gaines is going to have to defend inside and out as Boyd up on the fence. They're all still trying to run down Burnett. Going to be 6 to go this time out of turn number 4. Gaines right through the middle. Really getting that 07 car to bite. And he is able to fend off the attack from the 21 of Garrett Boyd, and still managing to run down Braden Burnett up here at the front. He's going to make a race out of this for these last 5 laps, it looks like. Off the top side, Burnett hanging on half a car that time. Now a full car, and here comes Boyd to put pressure on Gaines. Barry still right in the middle of this. Gonna get the 2 to go signal out of 4. Burnett starting to get away just a little bit now. Boyd not giving up on the high side. Gets the car in the fence. Now he's got to give up. Barry goes around him. Battle for the lead coming to the white flag. Gaines down in the middle. Burnett on the top. Barry all the way back to the 3rd spot. They go into 3 and 4, still side by side. Gaines throws the slider last second. Burnett comes back. Oh, Gaines is going to have it by 1/100th of a second. Burnett second. Barry comes home 3rd. I thought Burnett got back by. It looked like the front of the 22 car was back in front of the 07. So we will get down here. We'll get a look. We'll try to find these guys and see where they are. Hopefully they'll all come in here. There's Tyler Berry. Let's see if we can move him up here with us. Well, we got to move him to different spots to get him up here, so you'll have to bear with us, guys. Because I got to move him just a little bit at a time. We don't have a waiting room, so I can't get everybody to come to the waiting room. So I'm just having to scroll through and raise him all the way up here. One little move at a time. But we got him in here now. He's got his microphone muted, so he'll need to fix that for us. But 3rd place car of Tyler Berry. And he's got a lot to say, I'm sure, because at one point early in this thing, he was 20th on about the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th restarts. And a valiant effort as he races forward. Tyler Berry, you there, buddy?
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I got you now, man. You had a hell of a night, a very eventful run through the field. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your feature this evening?
Yeah, man. We had a really good start. Qualified 2nd today. I think we started 2nd in the, or actually 4th in the heat because the invert won that thing, and then we had a really good setup and started 5th or so in the feature, and I guess first corner we got spun, so that didn't really help us at all. So got sent to the back, and thankfully we had a really good setup tonight and just kind of weaved through traffic and did the best I could. I know I hit a couple of people and they're pretty mad about it, but I mean, what can you do? It happens. I didn't mean it truly, but yeah, that was a hell of a run from coming straight all the way from the back up to the top 3 again. I'm happy with that.
A couple of really good battles as you came through there, and there at the end, you and Stephen Gaines and then Garrett Boyd, you guys all had a really good battle going. Closing lap, super slick track. How careful will you be in?
You gotta be as careful as you can racing with them guys. They were all ripping pretty much the top line, which is the fastest when it gets this slick, but I knew if I ran the bottom middle, I just pretty much tried anything I could to get some speed down there. So it was fun racing with them guys, and they raced pretty dang clean up there. So
Well, an awesome run, man. I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous here for night number 1, and then we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, night number 2.
Yeah, of course, man. Thank you. I got thank first off T-Berry Motorsports, all my guys, NLRA, Nick Leinert for all their help, and recently partnered with them in Mid-South Mafia. So big thanks to them, all them guys, for all the help. Scott Fritz Designs. JDM Designs for this wrap tonight looks awesome. Run this for VLR and can't thank him enough. Magility Speed Shop for their quick sets as always. Wrath Racing ATV UTV. You for broadcasting night and
All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and like I said, we look forward to seeing you the rest of the week in this thing. Good run tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right, that was Tyler Berry. I am still looking through this chat to try to find Braden Burnett, and there's Ross Burnett. I don't know if that's him or not. Maybe that is. Well, let's find out if that is who we need it to be. We'll just do the same things, and we'll get ready to swap over. Mr. Burnett, are you there? Mr. Burnett, is that you in the 22 car? It says Braden in the game and Ross in here, and I am unclear, so we want to try to clear that up and see if we can chat with you. Oh, so Mr. Burnett does have a faulty microphone. He is not going to be able to chat with us on this one. That is unfortunate, but we want to congratulate him on a great run. Led this thing until the very, very end and got stuck by the 07. So, unfortunately, we can't chat with him, but congratulations to him, and hopefully he'll do well this week. He can get his microphone fixed, and we'll get a chance to talk to him again on another podium. Copy that, sir. He was sending me some text messages letting me know. So now let's get ready to see if we can talk to Mr. Gaines. I'm sure Steven is around somewhere in here. I hadn't started looking for his name just yet, but well, I'm not seeing him. Well, that's going to suck if we can't talk to the winner. Let's see if we can do it down on the track. No, we can't, because we can't talk to those guys, because we are just in as a spectator and they cannot hear us. Oh, there's Stephen Gaines right there. Phew. I really want to talk to the winner every night, so. Oh, come on with this. This is out of hand. I can't grab him and move him. Now maybe we got him. Stephen Gaines, you got to unmute your mic for me, buddy.
Can you hear me?
I got you. They're saying you got second.
Yeah.
I had you as a winner. I had you as a winner by the scoring, but they're saying to me that you got second. So tell us about your feature tonight, buddy.
Well, it's been a rough night all night. Started off pretty bad on the wrong foot. Couldn't qualify, couldn't heat race. Finally won the B, put a starting ninth. Slick set really came in there at the end. Finally was able to get side by side coming to that white flag. Coming off a 4, I thought I had him. Lost it just by a hair. It's a great race.
Yeah, I actually physically watching it thought that he got you by just the nose there, just a couple of inches, and then the scoring actually showed you by like 1/1000th of a second. So I had you as the winner, but second place. A heck of a battle all night long. You battled a lot of cars to get where you were. How tough was it on this slick track to find any kind of racing room and especially find forward bite?
It was real tough there. When you got everybody running the same line around the wall, you can't find anywhere to go, so you got to venture out there that last 10 laps, and it paid off very well for us with the two guys that were up front got together, and we didn't get collected in that, so that put us up second starting on that last restart. Helped out a lot, and took a different line than everybody else. It paid off. Just got on the gas a little early coming out of 4.
Well, fantastic run nonetheless. A good start to the short track nationals. Maybe you can make up that handful of points the rest of the week and still come out with this title. What do you think?
That's the plan there. I'd love to come home with the title. I know I got some fast guys in here, some friends. It should be great racing, as it was tonight.
All right, man, some shout-outs, some thank yous. We'll let you get out of here and get ready to head over to Fairbury.
I'd like to thank you for putting this on here. I'd like to thank everybody over here just helping out. Warrior Racing, Nick King, that's my guy. He comes in and out every week. Anything he needs. Any wraps you want made, go over to Warrior Wraps. Warrior Photos takes the best photos. Thanks for everybody watching. Thank you.
All right, thanks for chatting with us. Good luck the rest of the week, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Stephen Gaines came home second. I guess there is a scoring error on the overlay system, and it put Burnett second, but he is the winner this evening. Unfortunately, we didn't get to chat with him. Hopefully we can get that all fixed up by the next time he is on the podium with us. But let's take a look at the results real quick. Burnett, the winner, gained second. Barry third. Slauson in fourth. Boyd fifth. Arbogast was sixth. Leon in seventh. Eighth went to Cody Kelly. Then Andrew Schulte in ninth. Logan Johnson in 10th. Cooper 11th. Voss 12th. Christensen 13th. Mills was 14th. Tucker Anderson in the 15th spot. Buddy Ware 16th, 17th. Chevy Coleman, Jacob Schmutz 18th. Jackson Heiss and Edward Isaacs rounded out the field. Night number 1 of the 5 nights of the Short Track Nationals for the American Dirt Racing Series. Great race. Tough getting started, but the end, fantastic right there. So if that's what we got to look forward to the rest of the week, I think you guys are in for a heck of a treat. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, doubleheader, 8 o'clock Eastern, Dirt Slingers 360 Monday Night Thunder Series, and then 9:30 Eastern will be at Fairbury with this bunch right here for night number 2 of the Short Track Nationals. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 3 different tracks, all 9:30 Eastern. The broadcast crew will work out who is going to be on the call for each of those, but I know I'm going to at least do 1 more of those for sure, maybe 2. You guys like, share, and follow on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo. You'll know every time we go live. For Dominic Santini, Zach Krieger, and myself, right here at the Dirt Racing Network. Know you can watch this stuff anywhere you choose to watch it here with us. We appreciate it very, very much. Keep tuning in, saying hi in the chat. You never know. We do have some random giveaways, and we may do that this week just because this is turning out to be a really good series. We may throw some free stuff out the window into the mail for you guys. So be sure you watch and participate in the chat with us. But until we see you the next time, everybody keep it dirty.